And to the details of these and more stories, beginning first with Kenya, where voting is currently taking place in the country's repeat presidential polls. Controversy had surrounded the possibility of the polls going ahead, with main opposition challenger Raila Odinga withdrawing from the polls. Odinga had been seeking major changes within the Electoral Commission staff and operations in order to guarantee a fair poll. And a bid to delay the election fell apart after only 2 out of 7 Supreme Court judges showed up for a hearing. In today's election, 7 candidates are in the race to become Kenya's 5th president after the August election, which was won by incumbent President Uhuru Kenyatta. That election was eventually nullified by the Supreme Court, citing irregularities in the process. Now, let us quickly take a look at some of the candidates contesting in this repeat election.
It has been a two-horse race between President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga since campaigns opened for the 2017 election, in which the son to the country's first president is seeking a second term in office. The August 8th presidential poll, in which Kenyatta won by 54% ahead of Odinga with 44%, was cancelled by the Supreme Court, citing irregularities. But it decided that the 8 candidates can't participate in the fresh October 26th vote. NASA leader Raila Odinga may have pulled out, but 6 other candidates are on the ballot. Joseph Nyaga, a former minister, quit his government job to take part in the presidential election as an independent candidate. He particularly called on the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission to address hacking claims days to the new election. He had been Kenyatta's advisor. Abduba Dida is the Alliance for Real Change flag bearer. It is the second time he is running for president. The 43-year-old teacher has cautioned Kenyans not to be used by politicians. Nyaga and Dida tied at 38,000 votes. Third Way Alliance Kenya's candidate Ekuru Aukot survived a court battle to stand again in the fresh election. Opposition fought his eligibility in court but never won. Japheth Kaluyu, also an independent candidate, came in 6th in the August 8th election. He told journalists on Wednesday morning that he would win this election. Cyrus Jirongo from the United Democratic Party has been lucky to have his name gazetted as a candidate in the repeat presidential election. The Election Commission had ruled that he would be taken off the fresh poll after he was declared bankrupt with a debt of nearly $3 million. And with a vision for the youth is Michael Mwaura, flying solo in the race to become Kenya's 5th president.
We're further reporting on the declarations of one of the political figures in the Kenyan presidential election rerun. I'm clearly talking about the leader of the opposition and president of NASA, Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga has called on his supporters not to participate in this uncertain election during a meeting yesterday after he made a new call for a boycott. According to the Kenyan opposition leader, this will not only break an anti-democratic election, but also saving lives is paramount, adding that Kenyans know that the plan is for the government to have an en effet déclaré
Raila Odinga.
Tom Maruko is Africanews correspondent in Nairobi, Kenya. He joins us over the phone now from Nairobi to bring us coverage of this election. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tom.
Okay, from Nairobi. Good morning, good morning.
How are you? How are you? How is Nairobi this morning?
Nairobi this morning, very few people have stand up to express their democratic rights, as it is stipulated in the Kenyan Constitution. Several polling stations have opened up for some parts of Nairobi suburbs, like Kibera and Mathare. We have not seen more activities. We have seen some boycotts in those areas because of the opposition leader Raila Odinga called on his supporters not to turn up for this repeat vote. But some other parts in Nairobi, we have seen some polling stations have opened up.
Wow, interesting. Tom, just yesterday we heard sharp comments from the Electoral Commission, Raila Odinga, whom you've just mentioned, and President Uhuru Kenyatta. How have Kenyans reacted to these messages, all of these messages they've been hearing from Odinga, President Kenyatta, and the Electoral Commission?
There are different reactions as we can see. Opposition supporters are proud not to participate on the essential poll election, which has been called by they have been called by the opposition leader. They have been called by the opposition leader not to attend and to boycott. While in the other hand, Jubilee Party supporters are promising to vote back President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is now in office. It is a really divided ball, as we can see in this morning. It has reduced the poll turnout. It's not like the one which was in August 8th.
Tom, we know that, of course, voting is underway right now. Let us talk about security. The government has been assuring people of adequate security, but have there been any real measures taken different this time from the last election?
Very important question, Jerry. As I can observe at the moment in the country and even in Nairobi, security is very tight. As far as I'm talking now, police are in a running battle with NATO supporters in the NATO stronghold in Kisumu. Security is tight in those areas where the supporters of Raila Odinga are proud that there will be they will not participate in this election. Yesterday, IBC chairman promised that police had promised them to offer security but he had them to restrain from shooting protesters who will be heading. All eyes will be on security officers who have killed several demonstrators in the past demonstrations which we have seen in the country.